We go to the phone lines. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, caller. Yes, when you're coming through, please ask your question directly so that we can get as much callers as we possibly can on our program today. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Good afternoon.
Yes, go ahead.
I would like to say one thing. I would like Mr. Ranger to go into those areas where those young black people is, get them out to vote. That is a serious problem in this country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. All right. And I know that the APNU has started its campaign in getting persons to vote because, of course, voting is a constitutional right. And if I may say, it's not only about getting the young black persons to vote, it's about getting all youths to vote because some of them are very, very discouraged at the moment. Good afternoon to you, caller. Good day to you. We seem to be having some problems with our phone line. But Mr. Granger, as the caller would have brought it up, in terms of campaigning and getting persons to vote, what are some of the plans that you may have, not only as an individual, but the APNU campaign?
We have been campaigning for some time. In fact, when the primary started in October last year, we went into areas like Suesdyke, Ifla, Angois Avenue, and we called attention to the fact, and the government, the central government should be aware of this, we called attention to the fact that several citizens had not been registered primarily because of the regulations which had been introduced. That is the demand that they must produce the birth certificate as a source document. People had identification cards before, people had voted before, but this time they've been disenfranchised. So what we would like to insist on is that the central government plays a more important role in ensuring that all citizens are registered. As far as the Partnership for National Unity is concerned, we are going to be approaching all communities, not African communities alone, but all communities, because we are a national partnership. And we will be speaking to people in every area. Amerindians as well, they've suffered, some of them have suffered from this registration fiasco on the part of the central government. We will be appealing to everyone to come out to vote. So it's not just a matter of ethnic communities. As far as the Partnership for National Unity is concerned, we have sort of erased the differences between ethnic communities. We are looking for all citizens who are over the age of 18 who picked up the ID card to come out to vote. And what we would like to encourage you to do at this point in time is to ensure that all of your relatives, all of your family members, all of your friends pick up the ID card so they can vote.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. I would like to ask.
Caller, are you there? Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. The Christian nation, right? Yeah, but what I'm saying, they can start blaming the parties, but they got to look after each and every one of us, out of us is Chinese.
Okay, caller. Thank you very much for that comment. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, good afternoon. I have noticed that we are putting up CCTV cameras all around Georgetown. Why we do not put up a CCTV camera in the interrogation room to prevent all these voir dires from occurring in the magistrate's court?
Okay. Mr. Granger, could you comment on these cameras?
It's an interesting comment. I do believe that the criminal justice system must be entirely transparent. And once someone is arrested or accused of an offense, all of the procedures for handling that person, who is still innocent because he hasn't been proven guilty, all of those procedures must be conducted in accordance with the law. That is to say, we expect that the person will be handled with courtesy. That person will be given access to a lawyer. That person will not be detained beyond the legal time limit. And if that person is interrogated, that person will be treated as if he or she is still innocent. there's no harm, and I agree with the suggestion, in having that interrogation recorded. You're quite right. Once it's recorded on film, there'll be no allegations, there'll be no claims, there'll be no accusations about beating up or manhandling or mistreatment or any form of unfair handling or treatment. So I think it's a very good suggestion, and it is something you must call Mr. Rohi and tell him about.
Good day to you.
I'd like to ask the Granger one question.
Yes, go ahead.
How does a Granger administration plan to deal with piracy?
Okay. The caller is basically asking, because of course, if you would have missed it, Mr. Granger earlier made an opening statement on piracy, the issue that our fisher folk are being neglected. And of course, this caller wants to know basically how would an APNU administration deal with piracy?
The most important thing, and I speak on the basis of experience, because when I was a member of the Discipline Forces Commission some time ago, I actually met members of the fishing community on the quarantine, and they're very distressed. They're very concerned about the lack of attention they've been getting from the People's Progressive Party Civic Administration. What the Partnership for National Unity will do is, first of all, reform the Guyana Police Force and ensure that it is restructured so that there is a Marine Police Department which has sufficient marine craft, which can protect our fishermen. The second thing is, together with the Guyana Defense Force Coast Guard and the Maritime Administration Department from the Ministry of Public Works, we need to set up a system of coastal radar and coastal communication so that the fishermen, whether or not they are organized in cooperatives, will be able to maintain contact with the coast, and the security forces, the law enforcement agencies based on the coast, based on police stations, will be able to make contact with the fishermen. So the moment they come under threat, they'll be able to get in touch with the law enforcement agencies, and the law enforcement agency will have the craft to respond. Right now, they do not have the craft. So what the Partnership for National Unity will do is reform and restructure the Guyana Police Force and the Coast Guard to give them the craft, to give them the personnel, to provide the radar and other communications equipment to be able to respond. Fisher folk are important members of society. They're also important in the economy because they are the ones who give us what we eat in our fish and chip shops. So it is not a joke. It is very serious because lives have been lost, and very frequently because of the laxity of the People's Progressive Party Civic Administration, pirates have been able to escape and go to their hideouts in Suriname. We will put an end to that by making sure that the same protection that we give citizens on land will be given to citizens who are carrying about their day-to-day business on the surface of the water and in our the estuaries of our rivers. So we know what to do, and we are going to make sure that all Guyanese citizens are kept safe.
Okay. Good day to you.
Hello, good day.
Yes, good day.
Good day to presidential candidate, Granger. What I want to say is, I don't want to sound as though if I'm a racist, but it is there for everyone to see. Now this housing scheme that they have just about collagen torn there, is Mr. Granger have any idea what is the name of that scheme, or if it's the government is controlling it?
Okay, caller, that's all?
Hello? No, that's all. I just want to ask, I just want if you could answer the question before I say something else.
No, you go on. If you have something else to contribute, go ahead and he'll deal with everything when you're finished.
Okay, no, because there was a protest some time ago, I think it was about like 2 weeks ago, with some persons from up in number 30 village on the west coast of Bobbies. And they were protesting about light, and the kids have to go to school and write in common entrance next year and all these kind of things, and they're in darkness. But the rate at which light and all these kind of things are going up in that scheme, I mean, it's very much that the government is moving in a one-sided manner. You understand me?
Okay.
I'm concerned for the thing there. And those people in Orbis, I think that they're still without light because, they've been calling in the Shama program and all these kind of things and saying that, nothing is going on. But up there and just about College and Torn there is where like 3 or 4 trucks are working, putting down light poles, and everything is going up, I'm telling you, in the same day.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller.